I think that whenever we are faced with any act of animal cruelty, or if we're faced with seeing the life of an animal being taken, we are going to feel the anguish and the pain that the animal is suffering. We are going to feel for that animal at the time when that happens. We are going to, it's going to affect us, especially if we're seeing that on a daily basis, like slaughterhouse workers are. They're going in every day, they're witnessing, actually they're not only witnessing, they're participating in horrendous acts of carnage to these animals. And they are going to feel that too. Even if they've become desensitized and it's suppressed, they're going to feel for these animals as well. So they're going to go home, they're going to be stressed. There's often increased cases of domestic violence in houses where one of the family members is a slaughterhouse worker. This is just a natural consequence, really, of being exposed to this kind of violence on a daily basis. I think that this kind of gut sort of feeling that we have when confronted with acts of animal cruelty is something completely un-lion-like, completely un-carnivorous behavior-like. It's not even like the behavior of a true omnivore. If we are out in nature and we happen to see a spring lamb and the spring lamb comes close to us, we are much more likely to want to hug that spring lamb than we are likely to want to grab the animal by his throat and start eating him. This is not something that I feel that any listener to this video will instinctively want to do. Equally, if we happen to see a calf suckling from the udder of his mother, we are not going to want to grab him and remove him from his mother so we can drink his milk from the mother instead. This is not the kind of behavior that we would have. I think that even in the case of if you imagine a cat lying on the ground and a butterfly should come and land next to him, then the cat is very, very likely going to use its gut instinct and jump on that butterfly and kill the butterfly. Whereas if we're out having a picnic once more and a butterfly comes along and lands on our arm, we're going to be sort of like, oh my goodness, look, there's a butterfly landed on my arm. You'd feel kind of privileged that the butterfly had done that. You wouldn't want to hit her and eat her. This is not something that you would instinctively feel to do. This is not something, your behavior is nothing like a lion. It doesn't matter if you're a pre-vegan or not. You should understand that you are nothing like a lion. A lion doesn't have mercy for animals. It doesn't show regret afterwards. I've seen a video of a lion having attacked a baby elephant. The lion had begun to eat the baby elephant before she was even dead. So contrary to popular belief that lions may wish first of all to kill whichever animal they eat, this is strictly speaking not true. They don't really care whether the animal that they attack is alive or not, only as far as they don't want to be hurt by its feet that are moving around or whatever. That's the only reason they would do that. If there's no danger of being hurt, they're quite happy to just eat the animal while she or he is still alive. I think that the sooner that we can face this truthfully and realize that we're not lions, and be truly courageous about this and make changes to our life, despite the fact that it's going against the grain of what all friends and family may think. It's going against the grain of what you've been taught all your life. The sooner that we can realize that this is what we should be doing, we should not be contributing to the suffering of others, whether they others be animals or humans. We should not be acting mercilessly. We have the power of Caesar when it comes to animals. We can decide, thumbs up, let them live. That's what a vegan does. Or we can put our finger down and say, no, death to animals. But why should we do that? We can be quite healthy and live longer lives than expected if one doesn't do so. We can live, longer lives if we eat a plant-based diet. So I think that for us, for ourselves, as well as the animals, for ourselves, for our physical bodies, our mental well-beings, we're bringing the way we truly are in line with, we're bringing our actions in line with how we truly are. And also for our spiritual well-being, it's going to help us as a species if we can move away from violence and start embracing compassion and mercy more, instead of always thinking that violence is a solution, because it isn't. Violence only creates more violence. Violence only creates more hurt and suffering in this world. The more we can embrace being compassionate and showing others mercy and helping others when we can, and widening that concept of others to include not only other humans, not only other people that support the same football team, but other animals, other species too, the better off we're all going to be.